Cleveland Cutting Board, Cleveland, Ohio. Close enough to it anyway. This is what I have to go through to get to work. Got my little path there. Oh, fuck is it cold. That's right, 2 weeks in a row. Can you believe it? I know I can't. It's been so cold this past week. Well, granted, the other day it was, I think Friday it was, 35 degrees, which is amazing how warm 35 degrees feels. I know right now it's like 9 degrees outside. It is a balmy 22 in here right now with the kerosene heater going full blast. So I'm just gonna shoot this video and head inside and do office work the rest of the day because it is just too cold. I had a couple things I had to get done to get out this week, so came out here first thing this morning, turned the heaters on, let it run for a few hours, try to get up. But the reality of it is, with my shop not being insulated and the only source of heat that's safe, everyone's like, well, bring a torpedo heater in. Well, it's kind of hard to have open flames like that in a shop with sawdust in the air and things like that. So kerosene heater is the best way I found, the most efficient. I could run an electric heater out here. The problem is I don't have enough electricity out here, meaning if I have the heater I bought to put out here, the electric one, if I would turn it on, that means I couldn't run certain machines because there's just not enough electricity out here. It is cold. The other building, the small laser building and small CNC building, is insulated, and I do have a heat source in there, so that gets, I keep that around 55, which is a good working temperature, 55 to 60. So I spent a lot of time over there. One of the things I did this week was I had an order for 48 cups from a company called Health Source. This is their third run of cups, I think. Third order of cups with me, so got these knocked out for them. I was rushing and I read the email, hey, need them on Thursday, I'll be back in town Thursday, so I pulled an all-nighter pretty late in the night, got it done. Text the guy the next morning, said, hey, I'm all done. He goes, no, next Thursday. So anyway, it's my fault for rushing through. I'm trying to get better at that paperwork and that kind of aspect of it. So anyway, got all those cups done. They're boxed up for him to pick up next Thursday. So I enjoy working with them. They're a great company. So I have a good friend that works for them. She's an awesome lady and she speaks really high of the company. So Nicole is awesome as well. Speaking of cups and other stuff, my good friend Fran, sounds weird in my head when I say it. My good friend Fran, she owns Harbortown Trading Company in downtown Vermillion, Ohio. I met up with her yesterday and I brought her some cups. I brought her some more charcuterie boards. She's been selling them out. She's got a great shop, consignment, secondhand clothing shop, but like higher end, nicer stuff. So I mean, everything from Harley t-shirts up to my wife's bought some brands of purses and bags I don't even never heard of, but she says they're nice. So Fran's awesome. Check out her shop. But there's also, like I said, some of my stuff is in there. There's cups in there. I did just a batch of just miscellaneous cups with different sayings on them. I've got some different charcuterie boards in there. I think I've got a couple of the boat. She sold out the boat cup holders, so I'm gonna get some more of those up to her this week as well. So Fran's awesome. Her shop is awesome. If you're looking, you can't make it out to my house, or you don't want to pay for shipping and you're in Vermillion, pop in Fran's, check a look at her shop, and then I have stuff in there as well. So the other thing I also started doing was I've had these thermoses in my stash forever. They work great as far as putting coffee or hot chocolate or whatever you want in them. And they're durable. The powder coating kind of sucks. So the laser engraving works. It's visible, it's just not very crisp and clean. So I'm going to be selling these probably on the sister page, Great Lakes Laser Engraving, Cleveland Cutting Board branch of Cleveland Cutting Board, DBI as they say. I'll put what that means right here. DBA, doing business as. So Cleveland Cutting Board, DBA, Great Lakes Laser Engraving. So I've got these things. I'm going to probably get rid of these. I won't be ordering more, but I will be selling them. Just to get rid of them. I'll be selling them pretty cheap. So damn near at cost. The home bar. I started this project back in April of last year. We had, if you remember, if you watched the videos, I'm sure you're all riveted. I can't talk today. So cold out here. You're all real excited to hear, but yeah. So we had a little desk situation in our house. Ripped that out. It was useless, and put a bar in because a bar would get much more use. So anyway, we had good friends of ours do some plumbing for us. I had a buddy, I didn't have time to make the cabinet, so I had my buddy farm out the cabinet work to him. I made the countertop with the resin, got the sink put in, I got the cabinet hung up, got some shelves put up for part of my whiskey collection, trying to scale that back, trying to finish some bottles off. We're about 85-90% done. I got to do another shelf, as well as I got a console table I'm putting over there by the bar. but got some glass shelves up. I got some walnut shelves started. What's here now is just, those are the shelves, but they're not done. I'm attaching the back to there's a back piece, which is also it's going to be acting as like a batten to help keep the board straight. But I wanted to use floating mortise and tenons, and the bit broke. So I got a new bit coming, I think, tomorrow. So I'll get that done, So the plan is to have that done before spring. Got to paint the whole room, do all the little touch-ups and stuff. But yeah, it's been a fun project. It's getting much use. It's gotten more use out of that bar in the last 2 months than the desk did in 7 years. Go figure. So anyway, that's real exciting. I finally got my wife's her cabinet for her perfume. She asked me to build this cabinet, and I made it. I made it 5 years ago. It's just been sitting in the spare bedroom on the floor waiting for me to hang it. So I found myself with some free time with the weather being shitty and my schedule opening up. So I got that hung for it. It took, man, to hang that cabinet. I tried to explain to her the reason why it hasn't been done because it took me 7 minutes to hang it. So no excuse, but yeah, look, my wife's a real trooper and she knows that her husband's kind of a goofball. But anyway, I got my wife's perfume cabinet hung. I wasn't planning on doing a door, but I might do a door now. I don't know yet. Can't decide. But anyway, got that off the list. The magnetic art sticks, those have been doing really well. People have been liking these. These are a great option. So if you want to rotate your artwork out or rotate out family pictures, this one here is a 36-inch one that I've got. I'm going to send to a buddy to use for his photography to try out. Been working great. The people have bought them have really enjoyed them. They like the fact that they can swap out their artwork, swap out their family photos. The one lady had an Airbnb. She wanted it so she could put it in one of the rooms and just change out the artwork regularly. So I sent one out. I sent a couple out to an architecture firm last week. They're using them in their offices to hang their drawings up, their architectural drawings. So yeah, these have been great. I have one right now that's being laser engraved. The lady wanted a smaller one to hang up in her little workspace, but she wanted a Celtic knot rope thing. I'm not sure what the right term is, but she wanted that laser engraved. That's being laser engraved right now. So as we're talking, but there'll be a video right here somewhere of that being done as I speak over there right now, but in a video later. Yeah. Welcome to my world. I just say what the voices in my head tell me to say. What else? Let's see. I know I'm forgetting. I got a couple orders for. I got an order for some more grill scrapers, and I got an order for some of the whiskey fight boards. This was pretty exciting. I got an order from a lady who lives not too far from me. Didn't think nothing of it. Didn't recognize the name. Turns out it's one of my favorite people's sister. My friend Sheila passed away a few years ago. It was one of the first crush I ever had. She was a friend of my family's, and when I was a little boy, I had a big crush on Sheila. Was so pretty. She passed away, unfortunately, but her sister reached out and ordered some stuff. So I've got this for her. I got a grill scraper, and I threw a couple other things in the package for her just because of who she is. But yeah, so what I'm trying to get at is I made extra. So I have 3 extra of the fight boards. They're all in white oak. This one still's got to get the final sanded edge, and this will be going away. So even though I might start saving these so I have room to engrave. I don't know. Play around with that idea, but yep. So I got some whiskey fight boards in stock, and I have glasses in stock. You can buy them with or without the glasses. I don't charge any markup on the glasses. My cost of the glasses is your cost of the glasses. So if you're picking them up, I'd say just buy them from me. But if you're having it shipped, what I would recommend doing is order the glasses. I can send you the link to the glasses I sized that for. I'll send you the link. You can buy them off Amazon, then you get free shipping. I'll save you on shipping if I'm shipping it to you. I think that makes total sense. I try to be as fair as possible. A few weeks ago, I keep forgetting to bring this up. A few weeks ago, I put on there on my social media page, Cleveland Cutting Board social media page, a kitchen question. And it's something that's one of those weird things that just have always bugged me, and I can never decide what I wanted to do or what I thought was the best was, how do you crack an egg? Do you crack it on the corner or flat? So if you're cracking an egg, do you use the bowl or do you go to your cutting board and flatten it? I just was asking a simple question, and it turned into a whole debate. But I went through and tallied it up. It was pretty even between people who crack their egg on a flat surface and people who crack their egg on a corner. I come to the conclusion I like the corner better. Some people say if we do it on a flat surface, you don't get the small little pieces of egg, and you're less likely to get the egg in it. With a flat surface, I just think it makes it more of a mess, and it's harder to actually break the egg open. Where if I hit it real brisk and hard on the edge, I can do it with one hand, which I'm trying to get better at because I see the chefs do it and it looks cool. But it seems like a cleaner, easier way to get the eggs out. And since I've been doing it, I haven't found any That's my devoted way. Me personally, I'm a corner guy. So leave your remarks down there below. Are you a flat surface guy or a flat surface person or a corner person when cracking your eggs? It's kind of fun. I'm going to think of some more questions to bring up throughout the week for kitchen questions or related items to talk about in the video. So that was pretty fun. I know this coming week they're calling for temperature in the single digits and below zero with wind chill. For you guys that don't live around here, wind chill is just another extra kick on the nuts. Wind chill, when it comes off the lake from Canada, it just drops. You can have 0 degrees and then -20 with wind chill. It's just brutal. And the downside is my shop not being insulated. I just can't. It's not good for me, and it's definitely not good for the tools. You shouldn't operate anything machinery-wise when you start getting down in below 30. A lot of these tools, for example, my big planer there, thickest planer, it's lubricated. And that when it starts running those high RPMs and that lubricant is basically frozen or turns into a slush, it can't get in the machine. So it's really, really bad to run the machinery. So I just won't do it. So laser engraver, I'll run that and do some stuff, but there's only so much I can do with the little CNC, the little laser engraver. I do have some projects I'm working on, so I'll be out there a little bit. For the most part, when it's that cold, I'm in the office working on the website, working on marketing. One thing I am working on right now, I am looking for vendors. If you own a store, if you have a small business that you have retail space and you want to team up, give me a call. I'd love to work with you. I'm pretty well established here in Vermilion, so if you're outside the Vermilion, Ohio area, within an hour or 2 hours of driving distance, I have no problem delivering to you. Just so you know, I do not do consignments. So let's get together, let's talk. I'll give you a great price on a bulk order where you can make money and I can make money as well. So don't call and order 3 cutting boards, expect a 50% discount, because I don't make that. So I have people calling me saying, yeah, I want 2 to sell in my store, but I need them at X. Well, you're asking me to give them to you for less. Is there room in there? Yes, of course there is, for you to make money. But yeah, so if you have a small business or know someone has a small business with a retail space and they want to branch out and have more products, let me know, and then we can go from there. So no consignment. So we'll work out a purchase order agreement with you, and you can get some of my products in there. And we can make custom products for you, which leads me to the next thing. I am expanding the business into CNC parts batching. So if you have a product that you make, and say you make a widget or a gidget by hand that takes forever, if you would like, you reach out to me and I can work with you and I can batch out the bulk of the parts on my large CNC machine. So yes, it's a little bit of cost there, but if I can make 50 in a couple hours where it takes you a couple of days to make 50, we can work out where I'm making them for you, you're doing the final sanding or whatever the part is, and you make the assembly. So we're trying to expand Cleveland Cutting Board into that. I got these 2 CNC lasers, 2 CNC machines, and 2 lasers. But try to put the CNC machines, I don't know why I keep saying laser, put the CNC machines to use. So if you have a product line, you need help producing bits and pieces for that product line, let me know and we can talk about that. It's not just wood. I can do PVC, I can do different plastics, I can do soft brass and aluminum. We can cut those parts for you. So yes, the Cleveland Cutting Board and Furniture Company CNC Services is something I'm working on right now. I'll be expanding the business in the near future. Got that. Cutting boards I'm working on. So I've kind of taken, after the holidays, I got a couple boards here. I'm going to start doing like a feature board of the week. Here's one that's almost done. This is not a paisley pattern. I forget this. I'm covering the microphone. I'm trying to get better at not doing that. I forget the name of this pattern, but this has got walnut and sapele with the walnut stripes all ingrained. This is it starts off with 3 cutting boards. And it's it's like 5 days to make this. 5 days worth of glue up, cutting, alternating. So this will be done here probably I need 1 day to finish it, just a matter of the weather being done. So that is the featured cutting board of the week. How about that? That's the new product. But it'll be done. This will be up for sale here soon. Hopefully before the next video, because it's getting cold. And the other board I'm working on, this one is about 2 weeks worth of work. This is a mosaic chaos board, not mosaic. I need to go take a nap. Ingrained chaotic board. This is about all the different offcuts from the whole Christmas season. I put in here, I cut it, reglue it. So this one's going to be in the upcoming cutting board of the week once it gets closer to being done. So got those going on. So I think that's pretty much it. The VW sign. I got an order. A friend of mine ordered a Christmas gift. I'm not taking the blame on this one. My buddy ordered a Christmas gift for a friend of his. He called and said, hey, I need a price for a VW sign, 16-inch in diameter for his garage. I gave him a price. He said, okay, sounds good. I'll let you know. Okay, well, then he called me about a week ago. I said, I'm sorry to get back to you. Is my sign done? I said, no, but it's custom work. I'm a Volkswagen fan. I think they're cool. I never had one. I've always wanted one of those vans with all the windows on the top. But yeah, so I said, no, I can have it done for you in a couple of days. So he goes, oh shit, I'm sorry. He realizes he missed the email. So I got that done. The cool thing is I made two. A lot of times I make two different paint schemes. The one that I'm showing here is the one that's left over. I've already shipped the other one out to him. He was wanting the black. I like this one. This one's got, what I did was, it's MDF, so I sprayed 3 different colors on it, and I sanded down through to kind of give it like a rustic kind of worn look. It's on MDF. This one still has to get cut out the shape, sanded, and I'll seal it with a polyurethane. Just something simple to put in there. This will be for $50. This will be for sale. Coming up soon. I don't hold stuff, so if you want it, let me know. First to pay gets it. But they'll have a little hanger on the back so you can put it in your garage or your office or your whatever. So got that thing done, almost done. Be done the next day. It's actually presentable. Like right now, my flipping toes are numb right now. It's so cold in here. So let's see what else. We're going to do a little spin on what's becoming a pretty popular feature here on my cutting board weekend shop update. Is instead of doing dumb shit people say to small business owners, I'm going to spin it around. Someone asked me a question this week, so I'm going to call it Good Questions Future Entrepreneurs Ask. Doesn't have as much of a good ring to it, but I had a young entrepreneur. He's getting into making, it's like circuit boards or making something. And he says like making these, it was computer, something for a computer you put in the computer. Anyway, it's above my head. But he asked, what's something that you'd never expected? What was something that you never expected to happen once your business started getting more popular and more successful? So I kind of thought about it for a second, like what's a problem I have that I didn't expect? Like I knew there'd be problems with machines breaking and different things like that, and material issues, and it's just you expect that. And I kind of put some thought into it, and I said the biggest thing that surprised me as my business got bigger and as it got more successful was the amount of fucking haters out there. People that are your friends that they bask at the fact that you're having problems, or they bask at your failure. It's amazing to me. People who, and I use the word friends very lightly, but there's a certain breed of people out there that want successful people to fail. These are the lazy bastards that sit around and just go to their jobs, which is, if you work a 9 to 5, that's fine. If you're content and going to work 9 to 5 or whatever your schedule is and sitting on the couch after work and you get off work and you go home. I know a group of people that get off work around 3 o'clock and they go sit in their house and they drink beer, they don't do shit, and they bitch about being broke. Or they work their 9 to 5 and they sit in a bar and they bitch about being broke. The people out there that get off work and then go out to their garage, go to their spare bedroom, go out to their basement workshops and produce a product, or they make websites. They do that second effort. I've talked to a few people. I've got a few buddies, friends that are in small business, and they've all said, yeah, it's amazing how once you get starting successful, people want you to fail. So for me personally, I really had a problem with it the first couple of years of business as I started taking off, and it bugged me, but now it motivates me. So my philosophy is, if it bugs you how successful I am now, stand the fuck back, because I'm just getting warmed up. So anyway, that's it for this week's Cleveland Cutting Board and Furniture Company. Looking at my list, yes, I think that's it. That's everything. So everyone have a great week. I'm going to shut everything off. The heater isn't doing shit. It's 27 degrees in here, so too cold for me. I'm going to go inside and edit this video, and I will talk to you next week. It's not gray in my beard. It's snow.